Well, in that case, hello and welcome to another session with 1 in 20 D&D, where we think ones are just as fun as 20s. I'm Gregory, and we're playing in the Kingdom of Agick. This is a homebrewed version of the Princes of the Apocalypse. We're sort of just we're kind of cherry picking the content and rolling with it and having some fun. We're getting ready to get back into this right away. Last time, down in the vein of the eye, which supposedly or apparently seems to perhaps be the intersection of these cults that you guys have been investigating, you dealt with some crazy minotaurs that were breathing fire, uncovered a ancient secret locked down with Hendril Foebreaker, a fallen dwarven hero, who, by paying respect at his tomb or his casket or whatnot, sarcophagus, you were then able to reveal by defeating some specters. He appeared as a golden apparition and thanked the party by kind of wordlessly nodding and then indicating a pile of rock. Gitgrot unearthed a dwarven thrower, a mighty hammer, and then you came into this sort of large chamber. It's what's it, about 10, 20, about 100 feet-ish across, and has these pools of water that have like flames floating on the top. And there's a ziggurat in the middle that rises about 10 feet off the floor or something like that, 8 feet off the floor. And on top of it, there's an altar of black stone. There was apparently another of these prophets, the air prophet, Arisi Kalanoth. She tried to convince the party to join her forces, to which someone threw something at one of her minions, and hence combat ensued. We are in the thick of it right now, so I am going to cue the music and we'll jump right back in at the top of the initiative. So, welcome, players. We have, just to remind everyone, we have Kyra's 2 octopi are still hanging around for the moment. They've been very useful in locking down some of your foes. There is a cloud of poisonous gas, this gray area, circular area in the middle of the map there. And I am going to turn down the volume just a touch because it seems a tiny bit loud to me. Let's try that. There is Arisi. It kind of ran down the other side of the ziggurat, and so for the moment you've lost sight of her. Her other minions have similarly tried to sort of defensively retreat to the other side of the room. Just to remind everyone, there is or perhaps was, you're not sure at this point. Well, I guess nobody has seen that at this. I don't know if anyone would have noticed.
Yeah, remind us anyway.
Yeah, there was. I don't know if you guys would have seen it. Let me check how tall this is just to make sure, because I don't know if y'all can.
It's not all important.
Nice try. I don't think you would have seen it. Yeah, okay, I think that's all you guys are aware of. So, we're going to get right back into it. Alright, so it is this person who you really don't know his name yet, but his turn is up. He is probably going to do the exact same thing. So another Let me have. I don't know if Gikra could see it. I'm gonna. We have Boslan and Kalen. Give me a perception roll, please. So, with a 7 and a 11, I guess, for the disadvantage. Yeah, I can think, Boslan, you might catch out of the corner of your eye. It seems as if that dude up here in the corner disappeared. So, that's the end of his turn, actually. And then it's going to be Boslan, your turn.
Well, let's see. I am going to. So the stinking cloud is the gray circle, right?
Correct.
So as long as I don't end in it, I can go okay. So I'll probably do one.
Yeah, you could kind of like hold your breath for a second, close your eyes, and run through it or whatever. But you don't. Yeah, that's.
Okay. Who is this guy in front of me?
So he seems to be one of possibly their initiates or something like this. Covered in like, let me describe they're covered in these interesting armor. Actually, I can show you an image, sort of what it looks like.
Is he running towards me, away from me, or is he just sort of like standing, trying to figure out what's what?
Yeah, it backed up. He whatever backed up. She's got this kind of like feathered cloak, cape sort of thing on. It's not really a cloak, more like a mantle or a cape. Wearing sort of loose, light armor, I guess. And I think you've probably figured out at this point that these people represent some way the air cult.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Well, she looks cute, so I'm gonna penetrate her.
Oh my goodness.
Terrible.
So, make some attacks. All right, so a 15. Does that hit her? 15 hits. So the 22 definitely does. And the first attack was enough to take her down. They don't seem to be very, I mean, let's say like first level, second level kind of equivalent. They're very
Fodder.
weak. Yeah, fodder, basically.
Well, at least I got
Goes
my stick
down.
wet.
Oh,
That's
God.
true.
She didn't last long, but
She did
Ayo.
the best shot.
All right, so you don't have any more movement. So
no, I'm done for the turn.
all right, so Gitrot, watch. Sort of. No, the stinking cloud is actually kind of obscuring view. I think, if I remember right,
Okay.
just slightly anyway. I think it's
Alright.
lightly obscured.
I think I'm gonna just run to the top and go after that. Or actually, no, I don't need. Fudge. So, how far up do I have to go in order to see this guy?
That. So you know, if you end in the cloud, you're gonna be like making some saving throws.
That's fine.
All right. So you probably need to go up, let's say halfway up the steps at
So,
least.
like here.
Yeah, more or less. So what you see is, gosh, I gotta figure this out. Let me check
Heavily
something real
obscure.
quick. It's heavily obscure. Thank you. Okay, that's
Essentially blind.
yeah. So you probably wouldn't even know that person is there. That's more like player knowledge than
That's
character
heavily-
knowledge.
All right.
So you can step back and rethink what you want to do.
I was there, right? Why do I not? I was here, right?
Yeah, basically. So, what would you like to do instead?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess try to make my way around. Can I get through this direction?
Yeah, I mean that's like your first move, and then if you want to, let me move this to the back for you.
5, 10, 15.
Uh,
Yeah, you can get all the way to where that arrow pointed at 25.
Yeah,
It's only if you end in it, not if you.
right, exactly. You can
okay.
kind of hold your breath while you run through it.
Gotcha. And then, can I just? Is there like a double move action? Can I just sprint?
Yeah, you
That's
can
what
use your
it
action to dash exactly, so you can run another 25.
And then there, I guess.
I mean, you could definitely get up to this dude here if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Once you see him, you could turn and, yep. All right, but that's the end of your movement. So if he moves away from you, he'll provoke an opportunity attack. But otherwise, you're kind of, unless you have a bonus action, you can do.
I do not.
All right. All right. So then it is actually his turn. So he kind of sees you come charging at him, and what's he gonna do? He's gonna sort of like freak out a little bit. You see his hands kind of come up in front of him, almost defensively, and he's gonna try to blast you with a thunder wave.
Okay.
And he's gonna do, yeah, I think he's gonna do the second level here. Boom. So I need you to make a saving throw.
Which one?
Yes. Constitution save, which, tough for you. Oh, that shouldn't be with disadvantage.
It
Unfortunately, the one was the first die rolled. So, yeah, so you actually...
One was a 4.
That's funny, I know, right? So you take a little bit of damage, not a whole lot of damage. You take 12 points of thunder damage, but you are also knocked back 10 feet. So you end up back here.
Right there.
Yeah, boom! He the body on the floor that Boslan just took care of also, I think, slides back a few feet in that. But luckily,
Cool.
Boslan was out of the range of that effect. So you heard this
come up from the body.
exactly, and from this cat that just blasted Gickrot. There's this again enormous clap of thunder, just rockets around the chamber. You all hear it. Might not have seen what happened. Then he's probably gonna take a couple more steps back because he doesn't like where you guys are coming from. He's gonna try to find some kind of a defensive spot. Things are not looking good for this guy. All right, Kyra, you're up. You see him come into view across the steps.
All right. Well, my produce flame is not that long, but what I'm gonna do is because my my concentration has been on the lady with the wings. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I'm gonna say, okay, I know she was there. So dispel magic on the lady with the wings.
All right. I guess there's no way to avoid it, I think, at this point.
Nope. I'll plug it for you so you can see it.
Yeah, thank you. And I kind of checked on it too. Kind of checked on it during the week too. So, which it is. So she just cast it at the regular level, so it just drops. So, you kind of know she's over here somewhere. So you kind of like extend your senses as you mutter the words and cast the spell, making the images in the air. And she comes popping back into your view over there. I get so yeah. You had something held, but at this point
I did, but it wasn't in range.
Yeah,
I had a produce flame, and
okay.
Yeah, nobody was in range, so
Right on. Okay.
it fizzled.
Luckily, it's only a cantrip.
Well,
All right.
it was
so
on my
bonus
reaction
action.
anyways, so it didn't matter.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Bonus action.
No. I can't
Okay.
do anything for that.
All right, Kaylin, it's your turn. You watched Gikrot go charging around the footsteps here of this ziggurat and get blasted back by what you clearly recognize as a thunder wave. What are you gonna do?
I am going to move up here. See what I can see. Let me think here. Alright, I think I'm just gonna do something pretty chill this round and do my, what is it, my vicious mockery? My little
Sure.
cantrip
Yeah.
doodad on
What are you gonna say?
60 feet, yeah, 60 feet, right? Okay.
Yeah, you can reach anyone.
Yeah, on this guy right here. So what is that? Let me click on the spell.
That's the one closest to Kyra, right? Just to make sure.
Yeah,
I
the
saw
one
it.
exactly, the one closest.
Okay. Perfect. So what are you gonna do? What do you say? I mean, rather.
Oh. Orc pig fucker.
All right. So DC. All right. So wisdom save for the hurricane. Let's see if you can do it. Oh crap! That shouldn't have been an advantage. So let me check the. Oh, but the 19 was still the first roll. So he saves. Doesn't seem to be bothered by it. He's kind of like got his.
He's like, yeah, I'm an orc pig fucker. What do you?
Yeah, he's come to terms with that. You know, you just
Yeah,
gotta
exactly. Exactly. He's like, yeah. So who are you to judge me?
His family and friends accept him.
Indeed. All right, so so you cast some words at him. It doesn't seem to have the effect you imagine it would on the guy. Okay, so that's it. Bonus action.
No, that's it.
All right, the octopi. What are they gonna do this round?
I'm gonna leave one back there, like if anybody gets past us.
Sure. Good idea.
And the other one, I'm gonna have it dash. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. We'll do 20 to get out of the way here. And that.
Okay. Sure. It kind of clambers up the steps and moves itself forward. All right, the initiate that is dead. I think there's no more of them left, so they're out. So that means it's Farron's turn.
Okay. I'll move up to here. Can I stand there without standing in the stuff? You hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just muted myself. Yeah, it's a little warm, but you're not going to get burned or anything.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Alright, and then I'm gonna shoot the monkey dude man down there.
All right.
Two shots.
Yeah, he sort of looks. Yeah, definitely looks like a monk. So the first hit. Let's see, is that enough? Oh, the first hit's enough. Your second. So you watch as you pierce his chest with an arrow. He kind of stands there in shock for just a second. Your second arrow flies, but it like goes right past his shoulder with no effect. But luckily, the first arrow did enough to take him down. So a moment later, he kind of crumples to the floor.
That's what you meant by monkey dude. I thought we were like Wizard of Oz flying monkeys for a second. I'm like, did I miss something? I mean, it sort of goes to the air cult, but seriously, flying monkeys?
Right.
Pretty cool.
Anything else? All right.
I'm good.
Okay. All right. So, feeling quite exposed and in danger. Reese looks around, assesses the battlefield. She is... I think she sees... Let me double check. Double check. Yeah, she sees those warriors that have been just slicing and dicing through her people. All right, buddies. I need some saving throws. A bolt of lightning arcs out towards Kalen. And then, actually, can it even? Oh my goodness, yeah, I need 4 saving throws from Kyra, Kalen, Gitrot, and Gosselon.
What kind of saving throw? Con?
This is going to be dexterity. Yeah.
You said it's a lightning bolt?
Oh my god.
Yeah, she lightning arcs out from her arms.
Oh, so it kind of like, it goes like around. It doesn't go like straight or anything like that.
Chain like once you hit somebody, it like bounces to.
Okay.
So
it's dexterity,
hits,
right?
What you guys see is that this bolt goes straight out and arcs into Kalen, and then from Kalen, 3 bolts jump out from him. 1 at Gitrot, 1 at Boslan, and 1 back towards Kyra, and Kyra's just inside the range. So, all right, so we got so Kalen and Boslan, you both take 41 points of lightning damage. Gitrot and Kyra will both take 20 points of lightning damage as this massive bolt just like jars through your body. Your teeth are chattering, and you feel that buzz of electricity. Yes, it is 10d8.
You said 41, Greg?
It could have been so much worse.
That's correct. Oh yeah, it could have been.
Good one.
We settled for a nice half damage, and
You
then
said
Kyra
20?
settled for a nice quarter damage.
Right around the average.
You said 20?
Yeah, so Kyra and Gitrot both took 20.
Okay.
And I'm rounding.
No,
oh wait,
no.
are we rounding down or up?
That's
We're
why I
rounding
was
up,
wondering.
aren't we? Sorry, 21. Thank
Okay.
you for being honest. Yeah, 21 for Gitrot and Kyra, and 41 for Boslan and Kalen.
Oh, I was gonna leave you alone. All right.
Where did that come from? I don't see her.
She's down here in the corner.
That's outside my line of sight. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess for you guys, for you and Kalen, it would have sort of come. Well, there's dim light from the fire, so sorry about the weirdness of the map. But yeah, she's down in the southwest, just past
All right.
Kyra. I can take. Here, let me do this for a moment to give you
I'll
guys.
be moving that way next round anyway, so it'll show up then.
I was so gonna now I'm gonna kill you. I was all for negotiating, and now I'm not.
Yeah. You've gathered that a lot of these people seem to be kind of out of their good senses. So,
Now, that's how far I can move with a normal move. Now, I can run and get to her, but I can't do anything, right? Can I, body slam her into the wall, or is it, if I, run, I can't make any attack?
no, I mean, the only thing you could do from there would be maybe to pull your crossbow and take a shot. If you run at her, the best thing you could do is get in her, what do you call it? Get into her, you get into her, defensive. You get her melee range.
To move.
If she moves, she would do it. You get an opportunity attack.
No, she didn't move because she just attacked.
She did not move. She just attacked. She's kind of in this position. She's literally backed up against the wall. She's
Okay.
like, oh shit, now what? She might have some ways to get out, but you don't know yet. She's at this point. She's just.
Well,
She didn't know what you all would do, but since you're pressing the attack, she is being defensive.
I'm gonna throw a dagger, I think.
All right.
That would make more sense to me, freaking hauling out a crossbow and shooting her with that.
I think I'm gonna miss her. No, that actually hits. So she takes a walloping dagger to the shoulder. She kind of curses you and throws it on the ground as she right?
Well, she still came out ahead for that one, but I've got 5 buddies.
Mm-hmm.
He's got corpses.
So that was. But wait, why did you move? I didn't say it was your turn, so you kind of jumped ahead in the initiative there,
Oh.
bud.
Was there someone else in there?
I guess is gonna be all right. Let me see how this goes.
Sorry, the reason why is I wanted to be able to see what was going on. I figured it was my turn up next, so.
No worries. I don't know that it's gonna make a huge. I mean, let me see, because it might make a big difference. I gotta.
Sorry, I thought I was next to the sequence here, trying to move things along.
No worries.
Back to Caitlin's turn if you like.
Where were you standing? Just point. Let me know where you were standing.
Cool. I was here.
Okay.
Actually, no, I was here. I moved diagonally like 4 squares, then horizontal 2.
So he probably would have been able to do that. So you and Gikra and, if I remember right, Kaylin were all within like 10 feet of each other, right? That's what I'm.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So
I was back there.
does he want to do that? Because he could still do that. Yeah. So so this is what's happening. Kyra, you see another Kai come. He was invisible, but since Khaleesi's, well, let's see. He might. Yeah, he's gonna do it anyway. Still thinks you guys. They still think they could defeat you all. So he's gonna cast a shatter back over here. So it really doesn't affect hugely what you do after the fact, I don't think. But you 3 all need to make some saving throws here. He's gonna do that at that level. So there we go. And so I need Constitution saving throws from Kaylin, Gikrod, and Boslan. As you know, there's like explosion of dust and shrapnel comes flying out at y'all.
God damn it.
So Kaylin takes 13 thunder damage, and Boslan and Gikrot both take 7 thunder damage from that explosion.
By the way, what is the heart on my character with the 7 next to it?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
That's the aid for the extra bonus hit
right.
points you had. You still have 7 hours of that. It's gonna be 6 after a little bit here.
I would actually wrote down anything.
Probably did it on your sheet.
No,
I did it for you. That was from last time, Brett. When the session you missed. So Kaylin and Kyra had gone into the dwarven tomb and like realized that Kaylin had read an inscription on the top of it.
No, I remember it, but I'm just or you told me about it, but I don't have anything for the character. So I'd started at full hit points. Did I have like bonus hit points on top of that, or did it just bring me up to full?
It's your max hit points temporarily.
Can you say that again? You glitched out for a sec.
It increased your maximum hit points temporarily, like for the duration.
I just had myself at my max, so do you know how much it increased my max, or can I?
It should be on the sheet, and if not, I can figure it out.
Actually, let me take a look here.
I think so.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see 78-0, and I was at 81, so it was maybe 3 points above nominal.
No, it should have been more than that.
Like
Yeah, it
30
was a lot
something,
more
wasn't
than that.
I thought it was like 20.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
20
I see.
because mine's 80-60.
Okay, I see a plus 20 there, so I was not counting those plus 20.
Yeah, the plus 20 is how high you are above your max hit points for the duration.
Okay, so in that case, I am, and those are gone first now from the lightning bolt, right?
Right.
Yeah, but it is your max hit points for the day, for the duration. So you could be healed up that much, technically.
Okay. But more
But
importantly,
yeah,
I'm
but
at
whatever.
53, not 33 hit points right
yeah.
now.
That's a big difference.
No, you should be at because again, I fixed the sheet. Like I did it on your sheet.
Well, I see plus 20 written there, but my base. Of course, my base was 78, and then this was here at 81.
Yeah,
Unless I'd
because you
been
took some
injured and then
damage.
got 20. Okay.
No, you got the bonus, but then were injured,
Okay.
which
So
brought you
then
down to 81.
I am at 33 then. Okay.
Yeah.
So temporarily, I am at of 98, 33. Okay, I'm more than 2/3 injured. Well, I am 2/3 injured.
Right on. Okay, so he does that. He kind of looks over his shoulder and says to just like, I don't know. Kyra's probably the only one that hears it because he sort of whispers it. It's not quite a whisper. It's like, so what are we doing, lass, or something like that. And actually, he wouldn't say lass, lady. He would say, what are we doing, my lady? And that's about it. So now, Boslan, you were
Dying.
able to.
Well,
In a moment,
not
probably.
having a lot of other options. I will do what I'd done earlier.
Sure. Okay, so you run up, chuck a dagger. Now the thing is, you see him. So if that changes what your action was, then let me know.
Actually, I was here. It won't. I'll just throw past him because she
Okay.
was the one who lightning bolted me.
Okay, fantastic. And it's sort of like in this like blink, like the spell goes off almost like as you're running forward or something.
Yeah.
All right, so Gikarat, what are you gonna do, my friend?
I am going to just run up next to Kalen and cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Hey, Gregory.
Lesser, why lesser restoration?
Isn't that? Oh, I read it wrong. Which one was the one I was doing? Cure Wounds? That's the one.
Oh yeah,
I
cure
picked the wrong one.
Okay, cool. No,
At level 2.
Hey,
Sure.
Gregory.
yes, sir.
What happened to the dude in the cloud? He's not dead. He's just
You don't know.
prone. He didn't go.
You don't know.
Okay.
Again, that's more player knowledge than character knowledge. I don't think anyone has seen that person at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I needed it there for myself as a marker. So,
Okay. Cool.
All right, so you run up, put your arm on, or put your hand on Kalen's shoulder. Unfortunately, it's not a whole lot of hit points, but every little bit helps. So 6,
Yes,
It's a terrible amount of hit points.
but it's all right. Sometimes that happens. All right, bonus action.
Hold up. No. Yeah, I'm gonna
And
cast
you-
Shield of Faith on him as well.
Okay, and you still have 15 feet of movement. Can you secure? No, you can't do that.
It's a bonus
That's
action,
two-
right?
Yeah, but that's 2 spells. I'll just like.
I got
No, not in the same turn. I mean, we could allow cantrips. I'm cool with allowing cantrips and a regular spell if it's a bonus action, but
Gotcha.
not 2 like leveled spells.
Gotcha.
So you still have that spell slot, but you do have 15 feet of movement left if you wanted to go past him.
That's right. 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Okay, so you kind of run around Kalen and get in front of him protectively. So the hurricane's dead. Kyra, you're up. What would you like
All
to
right.
do? You now have
I'm gonna do this
2
at 4th
foes.
level because I don't have any more 3rd level slots. But I'm gonna do an erupting earth, and
Nice.
that's gonna be 40-12. I'm gonna roll it.
Let me
but
give
I'm
you
going
the
to put this.
template. That's a square template, right?
Yep, 20. Right there.
Lop out that. All right. And I'm assuming you're putting
I'm
it
going
back
to put it-
like this or something. I'll give you control of it in just a sec,
Okay.
but you can put it wherever you want.
All right.
It's
Yeah, it's not gonna go back that far, but yeah. Just move it 1 square up towards me. That's all.
controlled by.
No, you know what? Actually, no, that's fine. Leave it there. Leave it there, because I'm
Okay.
gonna stay there. That's fine.
I'm giving you control of it and make it brown. Save. Erupting Earth. Boom. There you go.
right.
Well, that looks more like red than brown, but whatever. So you can move it wherever you
Okay,
want.
so I'm gonna put it here. And
Okay, perfect.
so now they'll have difficult terrain, but they both take this. They need to do a dex save to take half.
Yeah. I'm on it.
Oh, this spell's pretty badass.
Oh, that's a
Yeah, it's
decent
really
roll.
nice. Dex save.
it's
All
not
right. So
A ton,
wind
but
arrow.
it's decent.
Okay, so this dude here seems to stand his ground. He kind of like rolls with the movements of it. So he's gonna take what? Does that mean he takes some half
24.
damage? Or
He takes half.
yeah.
It's not. It wasn't as great as it should have been, but yeah. So
So total was 24.
Total was
All right, so he's
24.
gonna take 12. Let me see if Arisi can also manage to avoid. Yes. So they both. Wait, it doesn't show your DC on there. Your DC is 15.
it doesn't matter. They take it. They either take. If you read it, they take either the whole thing or half. So
Right, but I still need to know what your saving throw DC is.
Oh.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Alright, I'll let you know.
Because Arisi is close.
But it doesn't matter for this spell. But it is a. Hold on, let me see. To the top. This is 15.
15. Okay, so they both seem to manage to kind of glide over.
Yeah,
so they both take
I
half the
imagine it
damage.
doesn't really matter because I figured they would. Their dex is probably super high. Doesn't matter. But anyways, yeah, they take 12 each then.
Yep.
But
All right.
at least they have
still
difficult
good.
terrain.
Yeah, exactly. It seems to be. All right, so they both seem to take some damage from that. It's difficult terrain. Okay, do you want to move or do a bonus action?
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna come. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna come back here.
Okay, fantastic. So you run back over by Farron,
Yeah, that's it.
and then it is Kaylin's turn.
Okay, so Kalen is pissed. Kalen is not psyched right now from having gotten the shit kicked out of him from the spells and all that nonsense that he pushes himself up off the ground and just says to Tyler, what's your guy's name again?
Get caught.
Get Grot out of the way, peck, and charges right into this fucking guy. And he's like, I've got to smash this fucking guy in the face. And he goes,
All right.
And this is where Kalen does.
Oh my god, this is like misery.
Oh no. Let's see.
Oh,
All
I
right.
mean, why am I bothering? Why am I even bothering? I mean, this
Roll
is-
your own dice. This computer hates us.
Oh no. All right,
Although my
so
dice hate me
let's see
today.
if any of those hit.
I'm a lot better.
So you come up, you're just swinging madly. Two of your strikes, the first strike with Iron Fang, it just like whizzes by right in front of this dude's nose as he arcs his back and like just barely manages to get out of the way. You follow through with a second swing, a backhanded swing with Iron Fang coming straight down, and he easily jukes out of the way, easily dodges out of the way of that. You're like, screw this guy. You stab forward with the longsword, but unfortunately, he just does one of those things where he puts his waist far enough back, the sword slashes harmlessly by, and you catch his cloak, but nothing more. Unfortunately, all three miss.
I'm in stunned silence.
Yeah, that's unfortunately it looked awesome, but was unfortunately totally ineffective. All right, the octopi, their turn. What are they gonna do? I'm assuming one is staying put.
This one
Or
is
imagining.
going to run this way. 5, 10, and because this is difficult terrain, 15, 20.
Oh, I need a concentration check.
Oh,
Kaylin.
sure.
I forgot.
That's right, thank
no,
you.
No, for
I
Kaylin. Yeah.
I probably need one
you
for
didn't
myself
need
too.
For what?
Because
What did you
I got
have?
hit with that lightning.
What did
So,
you have up that you needed
Half
concentration?
of that, the octopus. I have to
Oh,
roll
that's
at least a
concentration.
10. I gotta roll at least.
Oh, I didn't realize those were concentration.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me just roll real quick.
No, thanks for
Oh,
being
I
honest
rolled an
again.
11. It's good. All right, well they're
All right. So that's
okay. So I
fine.
move the one there. So
Let me.
I'm sorry. Go
Let me
ahead.
just. No. I just want to resolve. Kaylin, can you give me a concentration check, which is Constitution saving throw?
Got it.
Be like,
Got it.
He needs half of 41, so yeah, he needs a pretty high roll. So yeah, so the stinking cloud it disperses. That's fine. All right, so that was it. So Kyra, okay, the octopi move forward. And...
Yeah, he dashes. So if either one of them move, they'll be outside of his range, and he will do an opportunity attack. And this one back here, since it doesn't seem like there's really... Oh, you know what? Actually, if that stinking cloud is gone, and that would have been before that, I guess, point.
I missed a whole lot of... Oh, the last thing I heard you say was this one back here, and then everything was silent.
Since the stinking cloud has dissipated, the octopi...
start
one of
moving
them
up the steps?
Yeah, up the steps.
Okay.
10, and that's within range. He has a 15-foot hit attack thing. So it's gonna attack this, and since it's melee, it's gonna get an advantage at the attack to that guy sitting down.
That's laying prone on the ground?
Yep.
Oh gosh, attacking innocents.
I don't know. I mean, it looks like a bad guy to me. I have no idea.
No, it's just a creature on the ground. You don't even. I don't even think you know it's there.
And then I would have had him attack him. Yep, straight up. Because I don't know if it's innocent or not. It's like a bad guy as far as I'm concerned. So that would be very metagaming if I didn't do this. All right, so
what is the octopus doing?
It's going to attack the guy on the ground. Unless it's bound. Like, okay, let me take that back. Is the guy like bound at all? Because that wouldn't make any sense.
I think you told us that there was a guy up there that was all like bound up.
It's cowering at the bottom of the alt. It's like curled up in a ball. It has been retching for the last 15, 20 seconds.
Sure, but if he's not bound, he's going to attack him. If the guy is like bound, then he won't attack. Because bound to me means that that's a captured person.
Right.
So that's what I'm asking.
I am not sure. Let me check.
I think I do remember you saying when we first came in that there was somebody up there that they were like...
yeah, I remember you saying that as well. However...
So it does say literally, at the foot of the altar lies a bound and gagged figure.
All right, then he wouldn't do it then.
So...
Yeah, because see, the thing is,
he
could have been a willing participant for all I know. So that's why I'm asking if he's bound. So he's
bound and ball gagged?
He's gagged. That's gross. He's been throwing up with a gag in his mouth.
Yeah, it's kind of gnarly.
Back. All right, then he's gonna go forward.
His face is just covered. Ugh.
He's gonna...
Is he a dwarf? That's even worse because now his beard is just covered in it as well.
I don't think it's a dwarf.
Well, it probably comes out his nose then, right?
All right, he's gonna dash.
It's been like spraying everywhere.
No, it's not a.
I'm sorry.
It's a human. It's all good.
Everybody's joking. I'm sitting there concentrating. Is he in any part of that weirdness? Does that affect the octopus at all?
What weirdness?
The purple. I have no idea what's going on in that middle thing.
Oh no, it's just that's like light. There's weird bits of light emanating from. There's like this kind of like funky there's like fungi and lichen and stuff around different places that have this like low glow, this dull, dim glow. So yeah.
Okay, then
that's all. It's nothing weirdness up there.
And that's all.
Or soul sucking.
Sorry, I keep losing a couple, like every other word too. So, so was the octopus are done, right?
Yeah, they're done.
Okay. All right, Farron,
like,
you're.
That's my little octopusy.
All right, so, Farron.
All right, I'm
gonna.
I'm gonna move. I can get a nice good advantage. Well, not advantage points, but vantage point on them. And I'm gonna shoot the lady.
All right.
16 and a 17.
Those both hit. And so she's going to take a whopping 15 points of piercing damage this round. Not happy about that.
Pew pew pew.
Drawing blood. Yeah. Then what? Anything
that's it.
else?
No,
All right.
You,
All right, let me just check one real quick. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Just double checking something. All right, it is her turn. What is she going to do? She is not happy at all.
She got daggered and disrupted. Does that mess anything up for her or not?
She's not concentrating on anything that you know of.
Does she have wings?
She does appear to have wings. They're like these ethereal-looking. Yeah, you don't.
these
Yeah,
days.
she might be able to hover over that difficult terrain if that's the case. Who knows? But my octopus is gonna snatch you.
Your little octopusy?
Yes.
Oh, that's just my little octopusy.
Actually, that was not sure.
No, it was Roger Moore.
Okay, this is gonna get interesting. So
I
she's
think that
going
was Barbara
to.
Bach. Roger Moore had said that it would be pretty creepy.
So she begins casting another spell, and this time, let's see how this happens. Let me set it up, and then I'll.
Counterspell.
If only. You might wish you could at this point.
Oh, that's good.
Let's see if that's right. Nope, I
Ooh,
gotta
you're
go
just
one more.
outside of the thing. Oh,
That's
never
not
mind.
where it is. I'm trying to get the size right.
I was gonna say, oh, you're just outside. Maybe not then.
So we'll see what happens. We're gonna make it. Yeah, there we go. This putrid green.
Yeah.
So she casts this spell. Oh, Kaylin, you get lucky, dude. You're just outside of her. I don't think she could do it in a way that would. Let me see here. I'm gonna have her make an Arcana check to see if she can catch you in this. So Arcana would be what? Intelligence, right?
Yep.
Oh no, she is. She actually has the Arcana skill. Ooh, so let's see how skillful. Ooh, she is very skilled. She knows how to manipulate the winds. So it's. So I think I need to hold Alt to do this right. Let me see. She catches all of you right there and manages to keep her good friend out of it.
Well,
Oh.
then that means my octopus would not be in
You're,
it then? Because if
yeah, I'm gonna
then-
say your octopus is out of it. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense because she's trying to. I didn't even think about that. She's concentrating on the peoples, and not so much that creature.
because
So
then her
this
bad
is going to
guy
be
would get it.
Constitution for everybody. She casts Cloud Kill. This is nasty gas comes. Yellow green fog cloud.
Oh
comes
my god.
up.
I will spend a luck point to reroll.
Oh, reminds me of Mom's cooking.
Another one of her high-level spells.
Kaylin's
Try to-
dead.
Try to take you guys down. All right, so let's see what happens here. Not as much damage as she would like, but all right. So, what is her DC? Ooh, Gitgrot is lucky. Kaylin, Boslan, Farron are okay. No, sorry. I apologize. Gitgrot, Boslan, and Farron are okay. You're only going to take half as much. So you guys take 8 points of poison damage. Kaylin unfortunately takes 16 points of poison damage.
Sweet.
I got you, Kaylin.
And so how does that work? Am I now poisoned? So like every round I take damage?
If you
no,
you
you-
just have disadvantage.
It's just poison damage. It doesn't
Got it.
poison you. Yeah.
It's not the poison condition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Probably gonna have to
you
move.
You notice that it already started sinking down from around the ziggurat, but it's definitely there. So, all right. So that's her spell. I don't think she's gonna try to move. I don't know if she has any other. Let me see what other cool stuff she can do.
But we can't see. 'Cause it's evidence.
Say it again.
I was just
You
saying we can't see because it's heavily obscured.
Yeah, its area is heavily obscured, so you guys are all blinded for the moment. Alright, I think that's all she's gonna do, so we're back at the top. So, her companion, Wind Harrow, what the hell is he gonna do? He doesn't
Did
like,
that guy move?
he doesn't like where, yeah, he wasn't in it. She,
No, the prisoner dude that's bound and gagged.
oh, I did not check.
Yeah.
Let me
he's gonna
pull that
get
up.
it.
You know what? I think he's gonna be unconscious. It's a
He's-
commoner, so you know there's.
Right.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
gonna
he's
get it.
he's unconscious. I'm not gonna put an X on him yet, but he's definitely dying.
Radio.
We'll put the toxic symbol. Oh wait, I didn't put that on the right. Okay, oh, I see what I did. Let's move this to the back,
Check.
and then
I can
do.
clock kill later.
He's all right. So let me see something. Okay, so he's gonna do something interesting. So some of you hear this dude say, "Good work, my lady. I'll flank them." And then he bamps over to here. With you, Farron would. Oh, you can't see it. So probably Kaylin might catch that. Kyra, I'm not sure if you saw it.
55 feet. Yeah, probably not. Well, no, I don't know. I don't know, maybe not. I saw him
Dimension
disappear.
You have a pretty high.
Yeah, it just had to be something like Dimension Door.
Yeah, I mean, you probably you figure he probably did something like that. You
yeah.
heard him say that, and then
My perception's
there's like
pretty
a
good.
puff of smoke. I think that's all he can do. I don't think he has any good bonus actions. Yeah, that's pretty much it for him. He's gonna get over there. Boslan, you're in a cloud of smoke. I don't know if do you continue. Let me double check and see if you continue taking the damage. If you
I plan to
start
be out of the cloud of smoke.
enters fire for the first time or starts. That creature must make a Constitution saving throw. So how does that? I always screw up how that works.
So when you cast it, you're in it. You do a con save. On your turn, at the start of your turn, you do another con save.
Okay, so Boslan, you're gonna make a con save.
Yeah, it seems a little odd considering I never got a chance to do anything else. It's like if I'd gone, I think it'd be like end of the turn, not start of the turn.
Yeah, I agree, but does read that
essentially-
way.
Yeah, at the
He's-
start of each of your turns.
Yeah.
Well,
right,
does that do I also take the damage last turn, or do I now take those 8 points?
No, you take more. It's
You
on the
take-
casting when you enter the spell for the first time or start your turn there. So you were starting. So you were in it on the first time on her turn, and then you started your turn.
Now you
there.
started. your turn.
Yeah, each person's turn.
Yeah, it's a
that-
5th level spell.
on
It's
a
pretty-
turn.
pretty-
Yeah, it's pretty massive.
It's like Cloud, it's like you have to end your turn in it to start retching, whereas this one it's like you enter it, you start turning on.
Got it. Well, I probably
Yeah.
tank that. Now, can I use my inspiration point to re-roll that?
You absolutely can. That's a perfect point to do that.
Not exactly.
So
heavy
click
on,
off the inspiration on
points
your
now.
sheet. Yeah, and then okay, so you succeed. You're gonna take half. Let me decide how I want to do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna repeat the damage. So see, so you're gonna take this time a whopping ouch. So even at half damage, you take 11 points of damage. You are in obscured, but
Well,
you
I
can't
sort of know where
move.
she is too.
Yep, you can move.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over here and start. Actually, I'm gonna go down here so Octopus can join me and start hurting her really bad.
Let's see. So you were right next to Kaylin, pretty much, right? You
Yeah, I
were
was over
here.
there.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, sure. You can get right there. Yeah, sure. Why not? You're pretty dexterous, dude.
It's 3 squares. Why is there a penalty for my
It's
movement or
difficult.
something?
It's difficult terrain. Yeah, Kyra did the erupting earth,
Yes.
so it's difficult terrain.
Well, otherwise, can I come at her from this side if I need to?
No, you can get to. Yeah, that would probably. It doesn't matter. You can get there.
Okay. Well, I'll just charge towards her, hacking, coughing, and am now pissed as well.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, we will see if we can do some damage.
All right. So total of 26 points of piercing damage to Khaleesi. She is not happy about that.
I done.
Uh, all right.
Not quite enough for a crit.
She is severely wounded, barely standing.
Finish her off, guys.
Oh, that would have been fun. I didn't think of doing that. All right, done? Baslan?
Yep.
All right. Get Grot. Saving throw, please.
Alright, Constitution saving throw, right? That's
Yes, sir.
terrible.
Uh-oh. All right, so you're going to take, let's see, this time you are taking 19 poison damage.
Alright, do I have any clue about this guy behind me?
No, you
Alright,
wouldn't.
so I'm just gonna sprint straight towards them.
Yeah, you got to get out of the cloud, man. It's dark. So is that?
And I have a, do I get my bonus action now? Still?
No, that's all your movement, dude.
Gotcha.
Like, yeah. Well, a bonus action. Yes, you would be able to do a bonus action if it's like a spell or something. Sure.
Gotcha. Actually, it's not. Yeah, I'll just hit Bossalon with Shield of Faith then.
Okay. Like he needs it. All right. Fantastic.
I was gonna say, like, I can't do anything else. All
No,
the rest
that's
are kind of
brilliant.
taken up.
I absolutely love it. All right, Kyra, what would you like to do?
Dispel magic on the cloud kill, and I'll roll.
Very good idea. Very, very good idea.
Let me just cast it. I mean, push the button.
Yeah.
So you can see. Alright, I gotta at least get a 15. So I'm gonna roll here, because I have to do it. I'm doing it at 4th level, because
Okay.
that's all I got. And, so I will roll. I need to get at least a 15. As long as I don't fumble, it should work, hopefully. Sweat.
This could be clutch.
Okay. 15? That was it. I was very close to not getting that. Oh my gosh.
All right. So, let's see. Okay, so it did. Okay, I see. So yeah, so you had to roll. So
Yeah,
perfect. All right.
Because it's a 5th level spell.
Right. All right. So that goes away. So the
Thank God.
cloud
Yeah.
kill disappears in a puff.
Didn't want to, because I don't want to waste it, but Kellen would be
That
dead.
is definitely not a waste.
And
That was,
yeah, Farron would have got
that
it
was
again.
well
too.
played.
Alright, so after that, I think I am going to maybe move. I like being in the line. What's it? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, I'm done.
Okay, so you move across the ziggurat. Kaylin,
Can I move here and attack?
sure.
Okay. Alright, Kalen's, he's just furious. He's just like absolutely enraged. And he's trying to follow Barcelona's lead.
She holds her hand up. Wait!
Oh, yeah, after we're trying to kill folks. No mercy.
Oh god. Hold on. I think the first one's enough, dude.
Oh,
she only
alright.
had 4 hit points left.
Kalen's like, nah, it wasn't enough.
I'm like smashing her into a pulp.
Yeah, the pick is just like piercing her, putting
There's
these
a sword
gigantic
being nailed there against the wall.
Yeah, she's a gooey mess on the floor now. All right, so that's Kaylin. Are you gonna do anything else?
I can't cast Cure Wounds on myself, can I?
Not after you attack. No.
Alright, then I'm done.
You could do if you had healing word. You could do that as a bonus action.
Oh, I do have Healing Word. Thank you for reminding me, Greg.
You bet. So Kaylin runs up. He's like whack whack. It's more like shloop shloop or something like that, and then calls out some beautiful words to himself.
How do I do it at a second level?
When you click it, it should allow you to do that. Like it should give you the. It should ask for the level. If you minimize your sheet, maybe you might have to double click on the top of your sheet.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then I guess that'll be the octopus's turn.
Alright,
Octopi.
well, now that I ran around and then I can see that guy over there.
All right, sweet. You
Um,
gain 6 hit points.
5, 10, 15.
That doesn't seem right. Healing word should add your charisma, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that should. So we have to fix. So
well,
add your.
that does,
So
right?
take 6 plus whatever your charisma.
So 10. Gotcha.
What's your spellcasting modifier? Yeah. So whatever. So 10. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll fix that later, or you can do it yourself if you want.
5.
On the.
10, 15. It goes 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, to there. And
Okay.
that's it.
So it moves up
because
the
they dashed.
steps. All right. All right. Super. All right, Farron. You watched as Kaylin murdered Arisi. What's your passive? I don't remember. Let me check. 14. So you probably at this point, kind of like blinking your eyes, looking around. I'm gonna say you could probably see this dude over here. He's actually quite startled. In fact, you hear him call out like, "My lady!" as he sees her go down in a bloody pile with these 3 horrible men standing over her.
I'm gonna move to there. Look at unconscious dude, and I'll just say to call out to Kara. Kara, you wanna come up and help this poor fellow?
Do I have
And then-
to?
Oh, it's the nice thing to do.
Yeah, y'all are
move to
using
there.
all of my stuff.
And then I will cast Misty Step and go to there and be like,
Oh.
so where do you think you're going?
All right. He's trying to like figure out where you are at the moment because you popped up right behind him. All right, so that's it for Farron, right?
Yep.
All right, Arisi is toast, so it is his turn.
I still have my action.
Back at the oh,
I will.
yeah, if you're gonna do something.
I will. Can I pull out my dagger? Because I've got my bow in my offhand. Can I just pull out a dagger and just be like?
Yeah, absolutely.
So basically, if he goes to run for it, I'll just stab him. So yeah. Or if he tries to attack me, I'll stab him as a reaction.
Okay. So you're holding attack action. Got it.
Yeah, already a dagger stab.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Oh gosh, what's he gonna do? So he is going to.
Beg for his life.
He pretty much turns around and he looks at you. He says please please now let's be reasonable. I was just working for her, really. She made me do it. And then he is going to cast a spell and blink out. So he let's see.
Do I get a stab at him while he's casting?
Because looks like an attack.
I don't know what he's doing. He could be attacking me. He could be jumping away. He could be doing anything.
Sure, yeah, no, go ahead. That's fine. Make an attack. You said you were gonna wait, and you assume he's doing something offensive, so fine with me. Okay, that hits. So you stab him as he is casting his spell, which doesn't make him feel very good, but doesn't really do that much other than make him bleed a little. And then he disappears. You know he just cast Dimension Door. And he's gone. And with that, there's not a whole lot else that could go on right at this moment.
Well, I was gonna heal the guy. Is he gonna die before?
Yeah, no, you can. So I'm saying we're coming out of combat. Yeah. So you all kind of catch your breath. You look around. He bamps, and then after saying just like some kind of silly excuse or apology or whatever the hell it was, and he disappears. And then you look around. There's no other seeming threats in the room. The spells have been dissipated. So you see at the top of the stairs, you see this man. Seems to be a commoner, bound, gagged, puked on himself. He's pretty much on death's door. If you want to go ahead and try, let's say, a medicine check to see if you can maybe stabilize him.
Oh, you're
gonna heal him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Even better. All right. So you come up and you just go ahead and lay your hand on his side or thigh or shoulder or whatever, and give some healing energy to him. And he kind of like coughs and sputters through the gag. He's gasping, like choking for air.
I say, that was healing where I don't have to move. I would say, hey, just stay there. Gotta ask you some questions, and then I walk over here and I'm gonna heal.
He nods. He's like blinking, and I mean after the cloud kill and did the cloud kill him? Oh, I did. I said it made him unconscious. So I didn't give him an initiative, but whatever. That's fine. We'll see he was at the bottom of the initiative.
Actually,
so
I'm not gonna go over there. I'm gonna stay here.
Then he choked on his own vomit while unconscious.
Yeah, he was just about to expire, and Kyra got there just in time.
All right. So who's the worst? I guess was it Basilon? You're like the worst off.
So you just tell him to like sit tight for a moment. He kind of like you can see he's in huge pain, and he just lays his head back down on the cold stones.
Yeah, it's just a flesh wound. I'm down by 87 hit points.
All right, that's for Basilon. That's level 2.
Now you can of course, if you guys want to try to take a short rest, you can always use hit dice. But in the short term,
Yep, I just gave him one real quick. That's
Yep.
that was a big one too.
yeah, that was max.
12
Thank you.
points.
Well,
That's as good as it could get. All
10%
right.
of the way there. I'll vote for a short rest or long rest or
Yeah.
whatever I need to walk it
I
off.
just-
At least
Short
none
rest.
of you are in single digits at this point.
Once we get out of the
alright,
short rest,
so-
my octopi
so-
will disappear.
All right, so Boslan, Gikrot, and Kalen, you have Arisi was wielding this like magnificent spear. Without even inspecting it closely, just even at first glance, it looks very, very akin to Iron Fang, in the sense of
Ooh.
it almost looks like it was created by the same hand or something like this. So Kyra, she walks back up to this person. Farron, did you want to say something to him? Are you gonna leave
No.
him bound and gagged?
Oh, I'll just take his gag off.
All right.
He's
I'm just
Oh, he
gonna-
kind of like splutters. He's oh, thank you. And he's just kind of you can see he's still bordering on unconsciousness. He's
I
like,
clean up his face because it's covered in spear.
the healing helped a lot. He's like, oh, thank you, good sir, my lady. Oh, how is it that you're here? You came to save me? He's bewildered. He like can't even believe that you're.
Now tell your saviors what happened.
He says, "Oh, of course." He says, "My name's Dareth. I was captured outside the city. I live in a small village outside the castle proper, and I don't know. They captured me and brought me here. That crazy lady was babbling something about a sacrifice. She was gonna kill me." He's on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Like, you see this dude is barely keeping it together.
Well, you're alive.
I like kind of stand him up a little bit and I point over and I go, you mean her? The one
says-
that's all mangled?
Yeah, he says, yeah, and there's more of them too.
Oh, you mean all these other mangled people?
No,
And all the dead people?
he says, no, they're nothing. I'm talking about these crazy prophets or whatever the hell they are. There's
Oh.
one with he's got snakes for a head.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, well, that's great. There's two more even after this
I
lady
just
with
pat
the
him on the
wings.
shoulder and I'm like, hey dude, just it's fine, man, just chill.
All right. So he takes a breath. He's like, okay. He says, right.
Here, just
He says,
take a sit down. Take a sit down.
Indeed. There's another one. There's this crazy.
Fire one?
I think it's fire, right. I think he's one of those tiefling fellows. And there's another one that's he seems he's kind of like he's covered in hold on, let me make sure I get the right person. Yeah, he's covered in barnacles. And his skin's blue. He's the strangest man I've ever seen. I mean, they all are. They're crazy, I tell you. Talking about these elemental powers and these princes and gods, and I don't even know what. And he just starts sobbing. Please, I just want to go home.
Does that sound like a genasi to me? Since we already met like an Earth one.
It could be.
Okay.
I mean, his description
I
was.
can't imagine a fish person doing all this stuff, so it's got to be like some kind of humanoid.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't get. I mean, do you want to ask him more, or is it?
No,
kind of, like,
I'm
just
I'm
sobbing
thinking
to
right
himself.
now. I'm kind of pondering.
Okay, it only okay. So he basically says he kind of like he lost his shit for a minute, like for a moment, and then he kind of centers himself. He breathes. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's just been such a harrowing couple of days. Honestly, if you free me, if you just let me free, I'll help you. I'll help you do whatever I can. These people are crazy, and they can't be left alone. They can't be left here.
Can
says-
I insight him just to make sure that he's just not like
Sure.
decoy?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was about to say something to Kyra and Undercom, and I was just gonna say, so what's important about this guy? If he's just some commoner, why would they all
Yeah, that's
try
why
and
I wanted.
kill him, sacrifice him? Usually you don't sacrifice somebody who's a nobody.
Yeah, I say something back in Elvish. Does he look like a dwarf to me? Just
No, he's
curious.
human.
Human.
Oh, he's human.
Human.
Okay.
That's why I used
All
to
right,
make him
all right.
human.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sure. Okay, so if he's human, then I'll say back in Undercommon. Yeah, I kind of thinking the same thing, just kind of wondering,
Okay.
but I know nothing.
I mean, this seems like. Well,
I
he
think
seems.
he's
I mean,
genuine.
he seems genuine. He seemed like he was scared shitless, and now he's trying to pull his shit together and be a man and be strong and brave. He's gotten very serious now. He's kind of like he's calmed his breathing down. He's like because you healed him up almost to full here probably. So he's kind of like he's just a commoner. So he's kind of like he's like look. He's like, look, I'm not sure what you're saying, but I can tell you more. If you want information, I'll give you information. If you want my help, just give me a blade. I could get some revenge on these bastards. They hurt me and they were threatening to kill me and I tell you, she was doing some kind of ceremony. She was in the middle of it. She was trying to raise some god or power or something. And that spear she has, these weapons. You've seen the weapons? He's looking directly at you, Kyra, because you were doing the most talking.
Well, I'd say Farron probably. Maybe because I healed him, because I think Farron's doing the most talking. But I would say, what kind of, are you a fighter? Like, what are you good at?
He's laughed. He says, "No, milady, I'm just a simple commoner. I mean,
Well, you're gonna get killed if you just stay. All right.
he says, yeah."
Hey,
He kind of
can you come
looks
with me for a
indignant.
sec? I'm gonna
kinda
motion
looks-
him towards.
He looks at
the
you
others.
kind of indignantly. He says, "Well, I can still defend myself."
Okay, just like you defended yourself right into some chains, and I'm kind of
Well,
push
there
him
were lots of them. There
while
were
we're
loads
talking
of them.
towards
Sorry.
towards the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
three down here, and kind of
All right,
saying
yeah, so at
to Farron, like, yeah, let's figure out what we're gonna do. Maybe they can ask him
Okay,
some questions we're missing.
All right, so now Kaelin and Boslan and Gikrot, you've heard, you know Kyra went up there. They seem to be helping this poor soul. What have you guys been doing with Alisi?
Searching the body.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab
Yeah.
the spear and possibly throw it into the loot. I don't know.
So, so you can see she was not wearing any armor. Apparently, probably just had a spell cast on herself.
For a second, I thought you were going to say underwear.
Yeah, she's wearing like very loose fitting, just similar. All these kind of air folks seem to be garbed similarly. These like very loose flowing kind of, you could say almost silky robes. When she when she died, here's the thing. When she died, as like her last breath escapes her lungs, you see she actually like disappears. She fades into there's this whirlwind of air that goes howls for a moment, like, and then disappears harmlessly, and all you see left is the sort of the cloth robe she was wearing and her spear. So this beautiful spear is laying on the ground. Let me see. I could probably give you some. It's a silver spear.
Picked it up.
It has dark sapphires on it. Yeah, he's picked it up. He's holding it, looking at it. It's got filigree on the surface of its polished head. It's the weapon feels almost. Gikrot, this is like the strangest weapon you've ever picked up.
Gotcha.
it's a spear, and it's actually a pretty good sized spear, but it's almost like it's got no weight to it. It feels like it's almost like you're clutching a cool breeze, like a gentle
air.
breeze. It's the weirdest
Womp womp.
sensation you've ever experienced. Yeah.
It's like an air guitar.
Yeah, so you definitely can tell this is incredibly powerful.
Would I
Where
know what makes it would be from what do you know, how do I rephrase this? Like who possibly could have made it?
good question. I'm trying to see if it says that anywhere. Give me a what's this gonna be?
Insight, history.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what makes the most sense. Give me an insight check. We'll see. Insight, religion. Yeah, I don't know. Insight. All right. All right. So you've worked with lots and lots of metals. You understand the difference between a standard weapon or armor and a magical weapon or armor. First and foremost, a magical weapon has to be very purely created. Like the metals, the alloy has to be nearly perfectly pure. Then on top of it, it has to be crafted in such a way that it can withstand the strength of the power of magic that gets imbued into it. So you're kind of like examining this spear. You sort of you can see Iron Fang, held in Kaelin's hand, and it's as if some elemental power has been imbued into these weapons.
Gotcha.
Like where Iron Fang almost feels too heavy to lift until you're wielding it, and this weapon, which until you guys attune to it, you won't know the name of it. But this weapon, the spear, again, it's as if the power of air has been somehow put into the weapon. Yeah, it's amazing and interesting at the same time.
So who wants the spear?
Well, I'm thinking no offense, Kaelin, but it seems like these things are making... Are you sure they're not evil? Maybe they need to be, cast into some crazy, Mordor.
Are you talking about the Precious?
Well,
No one talks about the Precious.
Nothing Kaelin has done has been
It's unlike
particularly evil.
No, but it's
unlike
changed his
him.
behavior since we've...
He seems slightly more violent. Like he just wants to smash stuff, but he hasn't been tremendously irrational or cruel or vindictive or anything like that. It's more just he's just got this constant urge to break shit.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
However,
But
I thought a while back I did an insight on that whole situation.
Yeah,
And
last session.
yeah, so I mean, it's unlike his
was-
character though. So
Yeah, it's definitely had an influence on his personality, where he was more debonair, calm, charming, and more just laid back and funny and silly. Now he's a lot more intense. You definitely feel this more intense kind of like I said, a little bit more aggression, but that's about it.
okay, well then let me rephrase, because to
Sure.
Pyra, if it changes your
Yeah.
behavior, it is an evil item.
All right, that makes
nothing.
sense. Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense for something to be a positive thing that alters your behavior. So
it's definitely had an effect on him.
I would
Noticeable.
Then I would say hey, maybe we ought to. I mean, I'm not saying leave it here for some other evil person to pick it up and do the same crappy thing, but just attuning to it and stuff like that might not be the best thing in the world until we know what to do with these items.
Well, you know what? He's
So-
already got one, so let's use him as the guinea pig. You know, we'll give him the airy spear. Let's see if it turns him gay. You know, whatever the case is, you know, we've got it covered.
Well, all right.
was-
Well, I won't
think
touch
that
it. So
the power of the weapon is substantially greater than the risk that you're taking of attuning to it.
okay. Well, if you want to go ahead and do that, be all at it, and I'm gonna just kind of keep a wide berth on them.
So as you're
I mean, who could
discussing
use
all
one?
this,
Who could use the spear?
I could use javelins, but that's not quite the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
think,
you
yeah, I
probably
think
could use a
Farron
spear too, I imagine.
you can, Boslin can, Gigrot can. I am pretty sure Farron can. Kyra wouldn't probably because it's metal.
I can't use it.
No, I
Okay.
mean, I use a
It's a
scimitar.
simple weapon.
My scimitar
It's
is
a
not
simple
wooden.
weapon. Can't sorcerers use and thieves use simple weapons, dude?
No.
Yeah. All right. What?
Kyra
I
is
swear they
not
could.
okay. Just because she's a druid doesn't mean
Maybe
she
not.
doesn't touch
Maybe I'm wrong.
metal. She doesn't
No,
wear
it's a simple
metal.
weapon. I think
Her
I can,
scimitar is not wooden. Gregory.
Fair enough. I mean,
We
you
could-
will
we can
use it. That, you might. Yeah.
But no, she's not going to touch it because she thinks it's evil anyway. So she
I
doesn't touch it.
apologize. That's right. They are both. They are.
I handed to I just handed the spear to Bossalon.
Yeah, I
That
mean, I
is-
was gonna say he's probably a little too short to wield it, so I mean, I'm happy to take it. I'm not gonna be as skilled with it as I am with my short sword because I'm sort of a finesse fighter and it's not a finesse weapon. But I mean, I can certainly, you know,
It is. A
It is
spear is
finesse.
actually a
It is
finesse.
finesse.
I just
You
looked at
will
it. It
be.
says versatile, but not finesse.
Spear?
Yeah.
I thought it was finesse.
Oh no, you're right. A spear is versatile, not spooness. That's true. That is true.
Yeah,
So
right.
I mean, I can certainly carry it and then
Oh.
toss it as my opening attack or something. But when I get in close, I'm probably gonna stick with the short sword. This thing is like incredibly awesome. And if I start going nuts or something, or you know, then I'll rely on Kyra to tell me I'm gone off the deep end.
Nope. Kyra's just going to stay back.
I mean, I would imagine it's pretty.
They're all looking.
I'm not.
at
I'm
Kyra.
not touching you. So you're
Or
gonna
I
be
can
like,
just pretend it changes my personality and try something out new and just blame it on the spear. You guys don't understand.
Understand. That's the best way to go, I think.
Like, hey, babe, what are you doing tonight?
Sup, babe?
So
this light.
Dareth hears you all talking about the spear, and he kind of pipes up again. He says, those weapons are powerful. I think that they use them somehow in these rituals they're trying to cast or something. I know they're important. You better protect them. You might want to use them against them. That makes sense to me. He's like, by the way, would you mind unbinding me wrists? I'd really like to stand up.
Yeah, I'll cut his binds. I was going to say I'll cut his wrist with my sword, but I'll also cut his bonds.
All right. Do you all want to take a short rest? Are you going? Is Boslan going to try to attune to the weapon, which takes
Yeah, I'll do both if I can.
I mean, I metagamed. I'm sorry, but it is. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you guys what, but like, it's fucking awesome. I mean, the flaw is bad, but it's a badass weapon. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry. I had to look. I had to cheat. I'm
No
sorry.
worries. You can all tell. I mean, these are pretty awesome items. So
Yeah, I'll check out the weapon, play with it a little bit, poke some corpses.
all right. So you guys spend some time.
I
with
want to.
the-
Before I do that, I want to investigate this crazy blighted whatever thing this is.
The
over
altar?
here. Yeah.
the altar. Yeah. Okay. Let me. So let's see. The altar. Let's see. How are you investigating it?
Magic-y like. Does it appear to just be like?
You're just looking at it.
Well, yeah. I'm probably not gonna touch it.
Okay.
Because that would be stupid.
It seems powerful.
Does it seem magical? I guess is my question. Because I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
it
not a
definitely
religious
does.
person. That's Gitgrod. So I'm just more like it's something that's not in nature and magical. And if I can't figure anything out, then I'll probably call over to Gitgrod, see if he can figure out. Since it is an altar, maybe
Yeah.
some type of religious kind of thing.
So I will be happy to accept either religion or arcana in this case from whoever wants to inspect it.
No, I'm not gonna know anything. It's all good.
Me neither.
So
I'm the same. For
I have good history and a good arcana.
yeah. You okay? So while you're all taking this short rest, you're sort of like, kind of like sitting maybe cross-legged on the top of the altar, or maybe periodically walking around it to try to get a sense of it. It seems pretty powerful and pretty evil. From talking with Dareth and how Arisi seemed to be using it, and as you start, again, you're putting more and more of the pieces of puzzle together, you get the sense that any of the elemental prophets could probably use this altar to basically do the same thing. To try to whatever the ritual was. You don't know what the ritual was, but whatever ritual that was that they were trying to enact, that this could still be used.
Is there a way to destroy the altar or defile it?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Well,
Can we
obviously we can defile it. Is there a way to destroy it?
dispel the evil. I asked that to Gigrot. Can we dispel the evil or something like that?
I don't think so.
There's dispelling it would probably be more difficult than destroying it, but
I don't know. I'm more asking because if I think it's evil, I'm thinking, hey, I'm not a cleric. I have no idea.
Shall we
Or
beat on it
nothing.
with a pick, see what happens?
Ooh, yeah, or the spear.
Or both.
Well, I'm thinking the pick's more suitable to, destroying things.
I'm gonna step away a bit. We're talking about smashing things.
okay. So, someone has suggested smashing it.
Hey, Kaylin, you want to smash something?
I think that was sort of what was being asked. Kaylin, are you there still?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I mean, I can. I mean, if that's the route we want to go, Kalen always wants to break things.
Did we search the altar?
We inspected
yeah,
it.
sort of. I mean, there's nothing other than what you see. It's this.
But no secret compartments or anything, or hollows in the pyramid.
Let me double check.
Well, what I will do then is I will search the ziggurat.
So you get the sense. So actually, Kyra and Farron both had pretty high rolls. You guys get the sense. Okay, so you've seen this image of the elemental eye, right? The elder elemental eye. You haven't heard the term of it yet, but you've seen the image of it. It's actually more of a religion check. Damn it! Yeah, I don't know. Unless there's somebody gets a good religion check. You know this altar's powerful. There's blood stains all over it. There's blood stains trickling down the steps of the ziggurat. Even from before the combat, you could tell that was there. Yeah. It's black granite. It's a huge altar.
Let's take it with us.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna carry it.
Yeah, put it in the portable hole.
And you can it's been used by these people to do these weird rituals. So, yeah. And you definitely could tell that it could still be used
Ooh,
if it came back.
so you're basically saying if we just went ahead, since we haven't like totally released him, and just like slaughtered him or something on there, that it could like totally do something crazy. Which I'm obviously opposed to, but that's what I'm asking since you've repeated that a couple times. Is that what you're saying?
It's Maybe.
Let's not try it and find out. How
No,
about that?
I'm not going to do that. I was just curious
I
because
vote
you
for-
said that a couple times, so I'm like,
Bashing up the altar with whatever weapons we have available.
Sorry, yeah, I might be. I don't mean to be like repeating myself.
no, I'm thinking more like it's not so much repeating as so much like putting emphasis on. Like,
Oh no,
that's
I'm
what
just
I'm.
trying
That's
to.
why I'm asking. Like, is that what? I was like, are we supposed to be doing something? Because I'm not going to be doing that. That's kind of evil.
Can I break up the altar with my crowbar?
I was gonna say, I'm gonna use what's left of my broken warhammer and just smash it to pieces as much as I can.
Okay. All right. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. That's not good.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, just missed. So you're you swing your warhammer over your head and crash it down onto the altar, and there's a resounding crack through the chamber. There's also this like reverberation. It just strikes you, but you take 26 points of psychic damage. It's like this burst of like evil energy.
Ouch.
Blast through your brain as you try to. You do chunk out, like you take out a chunk of the. Well, I should have made you do an attack roll, but I mean it's an inanimate object, so I always think that's ridiculous. So yeah, it's like you smash this chunk out of it, and at the same time, there's this like kickback of psychic energy.
I advise no one do that again.
Roll me some hit points for how much damage you did to it. Oh, no, you gotta make I need you to make an attack roll.
That's fine.
I mean, you're gonna hit it. It's a question of how much damage you're gonna. Oh yeah, you actually do hit it pretty solidly. I mean, you know how to hit shit. So yeah, you take a little chunk. It's not a big chunk. It's just a little chunk, but there's definitely a mark from where you hit it.
Yeah, I advise no one hits that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I figured
I'll leave it alone.
something bad like that was going to happen, which is why I moved away.
I'm still short resting, so I think what I will be doing is
Yeah.
peeking around the ziggurat in case there's any hidden chambers inside of it.
And I'm going to go ahead and take a short rest.
Peeking around the ziggurat for what?
I'm going to sit
Just
down.
looking for like secret doors.
Ah, shucks. I'm sorry, it cut out on me again.
I'm looking for secret doors.
I'm sorry, Brett. I need you to repeat that for me, bud.
He's looking for secret doors.
Hello?
I'm
Hello?
sorry, one more time.
Maybe-
Come on. There it comes back. All right, I can hear you again. So please tell me again what you had said.
I'm
I
typing it.
apologize.
Looking
I
for
am
secret
looking
doors.
for secret doors.
Oh, okay. Well, so you're tuning to this weapon, right?
Oh,
So
I know
you could
how
probably
long does that take?
suggest that to someone else. You kind of need to sit and focus and
Okay, I'm gonna sit and stroke my weapon.
yes.
So how much hit dice can I use for a short rest?
As many as you want.
As many as you have. You only get half back on your long rest, though, that you used.
Yep. You can use as many as you would like.
Alright.
All right. Let me see how I do this. All right, for the sake of brevity, we're gonna. Did somebody want to look around for secret trap doors or anything like that?
I was, but I guess I'm attuning.
Because Balsalon suggested it. Going once, going twice. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'll look around.
Oh, yeah.
Since after I take my short rest, I'll take a look around.
So I mean, anyone that's doing it, go ahead and take a look.
Do I need to roll for
Give me a.
perception or investigation?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright,
Okay. I think
that's not gonna do anything.
Short rest doesn't give us our spells back, though, right?
Okay. So
Depends on
For-
your class. how many you
For
get
you,
back.
you get your uses of your.
I get my bardic inspiration. Yeah.
Exactly, which is huge. And then spells. Some people could get them back. Like wizards can use arcane
I
recovery.
get
half.
half. I get half.
Yeah,
They don't get all of
druids.
them back.
Yeah.
I get nothing.
So.
Shit out of luck.
Yeah, I just got back a 3rd level and a 1st level.
Uh,
I didn't even get meta.
all right, so so for Baslan, this is a pretty damn powerful spear, as Kalen indicated. Once you've
Hello, you cut out.
got into, oh hey, can you hear me? Hello.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're back.
talking to me.
Okay, super. So I'm trying to save. So here is, let's see, show all players. So you should be able to see Windvane now. And there's a little bit of information in there. It is a pretty awesome spear. So what you can do is we'll add a +2 spear to your weapon list. Aside from that, I'm gonna say, I want you and Kalen, I think both have figured this out, and I probably should have said something earlier. So Iron Fang contains a spark of Ogremok, the Prince of Evil Earth. You definitely know this. The weapon itself is not evil, and it's not causing you to be evil, but the power that was imbued into it originated from this. Baslan knows that Yan Si-bin, the Prince of Evil Air, a spark of his energy, was imbued into this spear. It's a +2 for attacks and damage, magic weapon. It has the finesse weapon property. So you do get all the benefits. Not only that, when you hit with it, your opponent takes an extra d6 lightning damage. You are also given air mastery. You can speak Orin fluently. You have resistance to lightning damage. And you can cast Dominate Monster on an air elemental once per day.
Cool.
You finally know that, and as does Kalen at this point. Kalen, you know what the rumbling is. While inside the Earth Node, you're not really sure what the Earth Node is yet. You can perform a ritual called the Rumbling, using Iron Fang to create a devastation orb of Earth, which is some kind of powerful magical item. Once you perform the ritual, you can't do it for another day. The Song of the Four Winds from Windvane allows you to do the same, a devastation orb of air if you're in the Wind Node. Or sorry, is that right? The wind. Yeah, the air node. Sorry, and you gain the following flaw: Windvane makes its wielder mercurial and unreliable. While attuned to the weapon, you gain the following flaw: I break my vows and plans. Duty and honor mean nothing to me. So you become slightly more chaotic, but it's a really freaking powerful weapon.
Well, makes sense, seeing as it's a wind object.
Yep. So now, did you pull it into your character sheet as a +2 spear?
I have not set up my character sheet yet. I'm writing it down in the hard copy.
Sure. Okay, you do that. I'll take care of Bossalon's character sheet in case you ever want to use it.
Yeah.
In the meantime, so your new friend has been just sitting quietly, resting himself. He asked somebody for some water, food, if anybody could spare it. He's hungry. Derek
I give him some of that ale or the brandy.
He takes a swig, but also asks for any water. He's grateful for that. He also asked at some point if anyone could spare. No, he doesn't even ask. He walks over to one of the cultists and picks up a couple of daggers. Tucks one in his belt, holds one in each hand. He's like, well, He just kind of.
Whoa. So how many did you need? Because, like, it seems like we did a lot of killing and you did a lot of, help me. So how many did you need?
He was dead, so he just, he walks over, he's like, while
I
you guys are
know,
resting.
but, like, hey, to the victor goes the spoils.
A few daggers is not a big deal. I'm sure he can be fine.
3 daggers, yeah. Okay, we'll see how good you are with your 3 daggers.
I'm feeling spontaneous for some reason. I go over and I hand him my great axe. Here, real warriors use real weapons.
So he'll hang on to 2 of the daggers probably, or maybe even 1. I don't know. He'll probably drop the 2 daggers and just take the great axe. That's definitely a more.
I whisper to boss.
Oh, wait a minute.
I was gonna give him my mace.
He reaches for it and then realizes that he can't use it. He's not skilled. He kind of looks at you and says, "Thank you, good sir, but I'm afraid I'd be totally ineffective with that. It takes some skill, and I'm not really a warrior. I mean, a dagger.
But you need 3 daggers.
a spear, that kind of thing. I could defend myself with.
Hey, dude.
I'm like, how about the small crossbow here? Could you use that?
I don't think he can, honestly.
I
Is it light crossbow?
Yeah, a light crossbow.
Light crossbow.
Yeah,
actually, yes, he can use a light crossbow. He can,
Okay.
'cause
I hand him
that's
that. I don't
considered
get
a
my
support.
magic bolts, but I've got 13 normal bolts. So that'll be
Okay.
good for him to stay out of the
Yeah. So in that case, he'll like turn over or drop or whatever one of the daggers. He'll just stick 2 daggers in his belt and kind of try the bolts and maybe and the light crossbow. And he kind of nods at you. He says, "Thank you, sir. This'll do right. I'll stand back and fire while you guys take them on."
If you hit me in the back, you'll regret it.
His eyes like bulge wide, like he can't even believe you would suggest that. He's like, "No, sir, no! You saved me! Why would I do such a thing?"
I mean, accidentally.
And then he kind of looks nervous. He just kind of like nods his head slowly, raised eyebrows, like, "Right, sir."
I shot my friend Chris in the back with bow and arrow once. That was fun. He had armor on. The armor withstood things.
If, are any of y'all gonna use your hit dice?
Yeah, do that now, and then I'm sure we could move on if you guys want. Your short rest is over. Did anyone want to ask him anything else? He seems to have told you most of what he knows, or all of what he knows. He doesn't. At some point, he'll say, "Gosh," he says, "I'm real sorry. I really don't know where we are, or how to get out of here. I hope you all do, but they were bouncing me around and handing me between one prophet and the other. The prophets seemed to just squabble a bit between themselves, but you said you killed one, and I've seen you killed another. You all must be very powerful."
Yes, we are. So I'm rolling the dice here.
No worries.
So, we are leaving that thing alone. You know what? Actually, I want to see how a spell does against this, since it's already cracked.
Against the altar?
Yeah.
What spell do you want to cast?
Something. It's gonna be just a cantrip. I'm just gonna do a produce flame and see what happens. I'm gonna stand back the whole 30 feet.
Okay.
Not that it'll make a difference, but
I'm gonna
do
stand
it
way the
anyway.
hell over here.
You're doing.
Just in
Okay.
case.
Oh, so I'm sorry. You know what, Kit Grot? You did a nice solid crack, but it actually didn't do damage. I apologize. I didn't realize because you didn't use a magic weapon,
Oh, okay.
so it didn't seem to do any damage. You know it was a solid hit, but the obsidian looks perfectly undamaged. So you're casting Produce Flame.
Yeah. See
All
if
right,
flame does.
you stand back. You get everyone else to stand back. You huck this ball of flame at it. It seems to, you can just roll hit dice on your character sheet, and it'll automatically add your Constitution in there.
Oh, I was going to ask about that. So I get my Constitution added to the rolls.
Yes.
Yeah, and just from now on, just go on your character sheet and click it. It'll automatically do it.
Yeah, more fun to do it this way.
So add for each time you roll one of those hit die. Add
So I
your
use
Constitution bonus.
5 on my 8, so I'll be
Beautiful.
not
Yeah, 'cause
fully healthy.
When you click the D8,
I
on the
see.
hit dice, it asks you how many do you want to roll. So you can be like, I want to roll 5 of them, and it'll roll 5 D10s.
Two other damage. So Kyra, sorry, I started saying that and didn't finish. So you cast the produce flame. Similarly, it seems to just the altar almost like absorbs it or something. It either absorbs it or is just immune to it altogether. The fire seems to do no damage. You guys gather after Gikrot striking it, and you probably need a magic weapon if you're gonna damage it, but you also know that you're gonna suffer if you try.
I guess.
So-
y'all have those fancy magic weapon things y'all just got.
Shoot
Use
it
those
with
things.
Storm Fury.
Yeah, that's a magic bow. Does that work?
Uh,
Or a magic crossbow?
Will help
oh,
you.
excuse me. You hit it, but it like the arrow kind of strikes off it. You think it just wasn't. It like kind of skims off it. You think it just wasn't like you just didn't hit it right. Like you didn't hit it dead on, so it wasn't it didn't seem to damage it, but not necessarily because it won't damage it. More like it was just not the shot you were hoping it would be.
Yeah, I
for
was
some reason.
quick. I didn't aim properly.
Game terms, you missed the AC. So
Ah, right.
it actually has an AC and hit points. So all right. Anything else anyone's trying while you all are taking your short rest?
I don't think so.
Well,
Okay.
Nope, I'm just
magic
resting and
weapons.
attuning.
Y'all have magic weapons. I don't have any magic weapons, so I'm just.
All right. So you finish this short rest, 45-ish minutes to an hour. You're not exactly sure. You don't have clocks, but some time passes. You're feeling much better. I took off 1 hour, but I think everybody should take off a second hour from their
2
aid
hours,
spell.
really?
Well, because you were. Let's see. Let me think about this. 1 hour, 2. No, that's not right. It's 8 hours total. No, I fixed. You should be at 6 hours. It's probably been 2 hours since you did the blessing. That's fine. Yeah, the 6 is correct. Never mind. 2. Wait, 1, 2 plus a short. That went pretty quick. 1, 2. Yeah, that's right. So you have 6 hours left on your aid spell. So which direction do you guys want to go? I have taken care of. Whoops! I have taken care of adding the spear. It says. Oh, I just need to fix that. It should say wind vein. Wind vein. Control Z. Control E. Control E. And now it's done. All right, that has been added to your list of weapons on your character sheet. Oh, damn it. You didn't save, you bugger. One more. Which way do you guys want to do? What do you want to do? Not everyone at once.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Let's go to the right. It seems to be about the only way we can go that
Yeah, I
gone
agree.
already.
I
Super.
did use hit dice, Kara, didn't I? I rolled them before.
Oh,
Did you? I didn't see.
Did you add them to your?
Oh, I see. He did it as 4d8, which was 15 plus. What's your constitution?
Oh, 2. I didn't add the 2.
So plus 8. So 15 plus 8. So 23 total. So I just add another 8.
Yeah.
Did Gikrot use? I didn't see.
Yeah, I used 4.
Okay. I didn't see roll. Oh, okay. I don't see rolling anywhere, but
It's where is it? Hold up.
oh, 40,
all
10
you
hit
got
dice.
healed
38.
from
Got
all
it.
that?
Awesome.
Jeez.
Well,
You don't have any more hit dice left, Colin?
No.
Yeah, he. All right. I think he used more earlier for some reason. guys are low. All right, so you move to the right. So Boslan, you step forward. You see that the corridor lends and winds just a little bit. It's sort of this rough, because you can only see about 40 feet. So let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40. You can just make out something like this from your light.
Okay. I will be holding Wind Vane in one hand and my shield in the other. Am I the best person to be in front here, or does someone else want to volunteer, or at least get anywhere close to me?
I'm gonna be right behind you so I can kind of look over your shoulder, since I have a
All right.
pretty good.
Okay.
So Kyra steps up. She can see a little further in there. Kyra, you see that seems to be a statue in this room.
There's a statue.
And since you can see
forward
into it a little
slowly.
better, let me. All right. So bear with me for just a second, and we'll get to this for you all. This would be. Where the hell is this? This is that. So in the middle of the chamber is a statue, as I said. It depicts an amorphous body and thick tentacles hunching over as if it's about to feed. A purple crisp human head represents one alien eye.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
It's a beast of Nurgle.
Nurgle Warhammer. That's hilarious. I love it.
I'll peek around the corner.
Yeah, I'll go up with him.
Okay, so you guys enter the room,
Hey, Gregory,
essentially.
do you want me to move, Mr.
A little bit more so I can be seen. Do we hear anything in here besides yourself?
Darren or
Yeah, that would be awesome, Farron. Let me give it
I'm
to
assuming he'll be staying back with me 'cause he's got a bow.
Yep, no, that's perfect. Controlled by it's so let me give you this.
Can you just give me access over the token?
Yeah, I'm working on it. No, I can't because it's controlled by the token, and so
right, yeah.
just bear with for a sec here. That is under. What is that under? NPCs. NPCs, commoner. Almost. It just takes a sec.
Yeah, it's fine.
is that same black curtain garbage that we went through before?
It is. It is exactly. So you see that. All right. So now all players should have access to it. He is. Kyra healed him up to. That might not be right.
I gave
Let me
him
check
7.
something. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's got a map. So.
Tron.
Yeah, so he's full, which is great, and he's thrilled about that. But he doesn't have huge armor, or he doesn't have any armor, actually. Did any of those guys have armor? Let me see real quick if any of those had armor that he could have donned. They had leather. The Howling Hatred Initiates had leather on, so if there was no objection, he would have put on the leather.
Yep, that'd have been fine.
that's fine.
Is there was there any money or anything like that? I don't think Kyra would have walked away without
the
checking a
initiates-
body or two.
Yeah, the initiates don't carry money, so all you found were a few daggers. The monks didn't obviously carry anything either. They didn't even. They're just wearing robes. So aside from Wind Vane, there really wasn't anything in the way of treasure.
All right.
A couple of leather armor. Three suits of leather armor, which he puts the one that fits him best on, and we'll give him that AC bonus. So.
I guess I'll take that one dagger that he offered back.
Yeah, so you would have gotten, if you wanted, you could have collected a total of, including that, would have been 7. He's got 2. There were a total of 9 daggers. He took 2 of them.
All right, then the other 6 are gonna go in the bag. Somebody might need to take a dagger and toss it at somebody or something. So
7. He's got 2 on it, 1 on each side of his waist.
yeah, the other 6 are gonna go in the bag. I'm taking 1.
Perfect. Oh, I follow you. Sorry. All right. So the rest of the room here is like Where's the damn thing? All right. So yeah, so this room is again naturally formed cavern. There seems to be 3 exits. They all have that dark, weird, shroudy mist stuff. There's an exit that's due north of where Kalen is standing. There is another one directly across to the northeast. There are a total of 4 exits. So there's one that's essentially due east from Kyra and the rest of you, and then there's one Kyra can see that's south and east in the corner. So there's 5 total exits out of here. 4 that you have not checked. They're all shrouded with the mist. You sense that. You probably get the sense at this point that those mist clouds somehow separate the areas that each cult maybe claims, or something like that. Like it's giving some kind of a buffer between the different factions. So you got this statue sitting here, this blobby looking tentacled statue with some kind of was it amethyst? Well, it's a purple crystal, and it's about the size of a human head.
Yeah,
We can't hear anything through the mist, right?
Say it again.
We can't hear anything through the mist, right?
You don't hear anything. No, it kind of deadens sound a little bit. If anyone wants to make a religion check to try to discern what you represents, now.
All right, I got you.
Sure one.
Yeah. Not sure. It's like it's either depicting a monster or a deity or something, but
Does it look
it's
valuable?
not very clear. Give me an investigation check.
Alright, investigation. Not great.
It's pretty big. It's a big ass gem.
I throw a dagger at it.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Alright. Oh, I have dagger, but I don't have it in here, so I'm just gonna roll by hand if you don't mind.
Better not get hit by another psychic whoomp.
I don't know, maybe.
Which I'll probably be up here guarding against a passageway entrance just in case.
That's okay, because I definitely don't hit it with that. A 7.
Yeah, it sort of kind of harmlessly tinks off. You didn't quite hit the stone.
Yeah, pick it up and throw it again.
I mean the purple glass. You didn't hit the purple stone. I mean you hit maybe it flies over the statue or something. All right.
I throw the
Make
next
another
one.
attack.
I'm like, wow. This is why I don't use daggers, folks. They suck. 18.
That definitely hits. Let me try to. I'm not sure. Let me see something here. Gosh, I don't even know where to look this up. I'm having a young DM moment. I'm not sure where I can find like what kind of
4 damage.
hit points stuff has. Yeah.
Oh, that's in the DMG.
Yeah, but where?
Item hit points. I can let you know. I have it online.
Okay, I'm looking it up online. It'll be just as quick. Objects. There we go. Here we go. This is what I think. This is what I want to look at.
Here, I'll let you know. Object HP. Come on, I clicked you.
There we go.
Alright, so tiny bottle or lock has, if it's tough, or if it's weak, it has 1d4.
Okay, so I got it. Perfect. Okay, so what AC did you hit? 18?
18.
Okay, you definitely hit it.
4 hit points of damage.
How many hit points?
4. Just a dagger.
How many hit points?
Go 4.
4.
4. 4. Okay.
The one between 3 and 5.
It shatters. This might be bad. It shatters, and it's. I need you to make a saving throw for me.
I took a cue out of
This
Gicrock's,
is a
and
wisdom saving throw.
oh, at least I'm good at that. Alright, plus.
Oh boy, now you've done it, Kyra.
That's alright, that's
Kyra
alright. 20.
forgets who she is.
20.
You rolled a 20?
Yeah.
Woo! Alright.
I'm
Luckily,
good at wisdom.
so you feel your body starting to morph and change as if being polymorphed, and you kind of center yourself, tune yourself into nature and the rocks around you, and stabilize your form, and you shake it off.
Alright. Evil, see, I'm telling you, evil. I go and pick up the other dagger and the dagger that I threw and put it back in my pocket.
Yeah, you get the sense that you would have been cursed by a polymorph spell if you had not succeeded. Yeah, that could have been bad.
I would have just felt normal because I do that all the time anyways. No,
Wait,
I'm just kidding.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like you kind of. Oh, sorry. What was that, Baslan?
I was about to say, is you're throwing daggers at some random statue you find in someone else's religious thing, and you say, "It's the evil one."
Look, this whole place is creepy, and we're about to walk past
a
thing, and I didn't want to you're always talking about being flanked by stuff. So yeah, I'll never know. Things turn into stuff around here.
Watching it.
Before it gets us.
All right, so
And now it's
that
dead.
seemingly averted. It's the glass is shattered. It obviously was worthless, just for decoration and some kind of nasty little spell cast on it. So
I wasn't gonna go pry it out of there, but if it's at a huge amethyst, that seems kind of stupid looking. Might as well. All right, I'm done.
Dareth is just kind of looking from one of you to the next, what are we supposed to do now?
Follow Basilon. We're just trying to make sure things don't kill us as we go.
All right, so Baslan's gonna head north.
Basilon, what are we doing?
Sure.
So, just for the sake of brevity, you can very quickly determine that just leads back to the Minotaur chambers. If you want to go that way, you definitely can. But you've been that way, so you already.
Okay,
know.
yeah. So
And I took
we'll
off
just
the
go up
fog
to the
of
stairs
war,
and
so you,
confirm,
Yeah,
and then we'll come
I
back.
took-
And I suggest this. Say,
Okay.
actually,
yeah,
which way
I
is-
took off the. There is an area that you didn't check up here
Yeah,
if you
that's what I
wanted to,
thought.
but you didn't see. There was one other chamber that nobody went into. You saw the staircase that leads into it. And you kind of peeked into that room, but nobody actually went into that room. I'm thinking if you want to go search that, we could sort of do that quickly before you move on.
I don't care.
Yeah,
Right on.
we're following
All right. So,
Basilon.
are you gonna step through the fog cloud here?
Yeah, I'll go through the fog cloud on this side.
And I can roll my eyes and walk through too.
And you are in a very short passage. This is only like a barely 10-15 foot passage. Whoa, you moved too far there, my friend.
Yeah, I moved it and I lagged.
Yep.
Get
so
heard
there's
short passage, got excited.
You see a door in front of you.
I will listen at the door.
Okay, give me a perception check. Yeah, so you and also passive is probably high enough. You hear some low voices behind the door. Periodic. They're not like this length. More just like this, like. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay. I, whisper.
There's a little.
I hear voices.
If you, are you going to take a moment and listen, like a few moments, like 20, 15, 20, 30 seconds or something, and listen?
Yeah, like 15, 20 seconds, not like a whole long. I'll sort of hold my hand, like, shush the guys.
When you say you hear voices, I whisper and say, have you seen a cleric for that?
That was awesome.
Can I hear
So
the
you
same?
definitely-
'Cause apparently I speak Orin now. Aaron.
I don't know if you understand what language they are speaking in.
Can I come
what
next
are the
to him and
languages you
listen?
speak?
I speak Common and Aaron.
Oh, yeah, you don't know what language they're speaking.
Can I come up and listen? I have my passive perception is a 20.
Yeah, you're. Oh my God, it's up to a 20. I thought it was a 17
Oh
or something.
no! It's been 20 since I took that feat.
Holy moly! Oh my gosh, I didn't know you took it. All right, I had to change that. I should have. Jesus, I've been using 17 all this time. All right, so yeah, if stuff like that updates, let me know because I adapted on your token.
Oh, okay.
And I actually need to set that for your overall. So let me.
It
let
should
me
be
see.
set
I
in
don't.
my sheet already.
Let me see if you. Yeah, but the token doesn't have
Yeah,
it. That's
no
all.
problem.
I never updated the token. Yeah, you. Well, let me see.
speak.
What are everybody's languages?
Yeah,
I don't have my list in front of me.
I'll click it.
Kaylin can
Can
speak.
everybody click the languages on their character. That's the easiest way to do it. Just go to your character sheet, click language, and I can very quickly. So nope. I don't think any of you know it.
Where's language?
So and Bosslin should be down on the left, I think. Down towards the
Not
left,
Abyssal.
I think.
Not Terran. Not Undercommon.
Right.
What's
Said.
another language of the dark?
I also know thieves can't.
Apparently I don't speak any languages. I'm mute.
Let me see. Let me
You
double
didn't put it, update it.
You
I
hear
also-
voices, but you just don't know what language they're speaking.
Well, I'm going to open the door.
Let's say hello. Hello.
All right.
We're traveling.
All right.
Hello
So you
there,
open a
Still
door.
using that?
Okay.
General Kenobi.
Exactly.
We are but poor.
So this is weird because
High ground
it
performance.
doesn't say. This is so weird because it says there's something that happens, but then
Nothing
that doesn't
happens.
make sense because then they
It's 11
don't.
o'clock, so whatever's going to happen will happen next week.
Next time, yeah, no.
Dun, dun,
I'm just trying to set the scene. That's the thing. They Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna. Yeah, that's weird. All right. So you open the door, and there is a room in this space.
Dun dun dun.
And you open up so you can see, and
We get fireballed since we're all closely together.
okay. So you open the door. You look inside. You see two hulking figures. They're ginormous. They're like 16 feet tall, but they're sitting on the ground. So they're still like 8 feet tall. They're bigger than you are, and they're sitting on the ground. They seem to be sitting around something on the floor. There's weird crystals. There's weird crystals jutting from the walls in this chamber and the floor. And it's like an ancient hallway, and they all give off this violet light. On the east side, the crystals form a distinct doorway or gate, and beyond which the floor seems to slope down from what you can see. Two huge bedrolls and barrels full of provisions are in the southern end of the room. Essentially, you see two hill giants. They seem to be playing a game. When you open the door, one of them looks over at you, and see, this is weird. They say, "I want to play these little guys. Hey, puny bones, want to play?" But technically, hill dwarfs don't speak common, and none of you speak giant. So I'm just going to rule that these two happen to speak common so they can communicate with the other people in this place. So he looks over, hey, Beauty Bones, you want to play? And that's where we'll pick it up next time.
Well, we're working
Because
with cultists, and they probably had to learn to speak it, so.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna say. Since it doesn't specifically say that in the book, that's what confused me. But then it says that they say that to people that want to. But it makes sense that they would have had to learn common. So whatever. These two hill giants, I mean, happen to speak common.
Or
So
orc or something like that, ogre.
right.
Because Kalen speaks
No,
orc.
common makes the most sense because nobody else in here speak. It seems so far from all that you can tell, the cultists either speak their own language, like the Minotaurs were speaking a language that only Kalen would have understood, and the rest because it was Terran or whatever it is, or whatever the Earth one, Terran, and then oh no, they spoke Abyssal. That's right, they spoke Abyssal, which is why Farron understood them. Everybody else has been speaking common primarily, so you guess that somehow they had to have learned common. So that's what we're saying. So anyway, they challenge you to a game, and that is exactly where we're going to pick it up next week. Y'all.
Nice.
Woohoo! On defeating Arisi, she could have wiped you guys.
Nah.
We got this. Yeah. That was pretty powerful. And above table, if Kyra had failed that saving throw, she would have been turned into an ochre jelly.
Ew, gross.
I know. Yeah.
That would have been
And how long would that have been lasting?
until somebody resolved it. Greater restoration. Well, I mean, again, it didn't happen, so I'm just sharing it with you. It would have required a greater restoration, or none of you guys have those yet, so it would have been a challenge.
Well, we would have taken care of her. I mean, we could have split her up, put her in all those bottles of the brandy.
I was so we could just replace the brandy.
Unfortunately, that the person that gets polymorphed doesn't have that ability. It specifically says you don't get that from being an ochre. This ochre jelly, you cannot split. So
Oh damn.
that would have been terrible. You would have
to resurrect her, and like all the arms and legs would be disattached.
Ew,
Well, go.
Be
no.
like Frieza from when they resurrected him.
The greater restoration. Or
I wasn't
curse.
really worried about it was wisdom. Wisdom's not bad. If he would have been like, "Hey, give me a charisma
Yeah, you got lucky.
or a strength
If
or
anyone
something,"
did.
I would have been like,
Right.
Yeah, I have a +8 to wisdom, so yeah,
Oh my goodness!
no worries.
For your saving throw.
Yeah, for my saving
Plus
throw.
8 saving throw. Oh my god, that's awesome.
My charisma is.
Nice. Yeah, you guys were all pretty Oh, I almost completely forgot. You guys level. You guys just defeated another freaking
Do we?
what do you call it?
Well, then.
Oh yeah,
Does that mean?
I'm
I think it means
for sure.
What level are we now?
You guys definitely.
9.
So, yeah, you're all gonna be level 9. So you skipped 2 there, Get Grok.
Oh, I get cloud kill.
Level 9.
Yeah, baby.
I get cloud kill.
Yeah.
I have to
I don't
look
know,
up all
maybe-
these things that changed for me now. I have to look it up. I haven't looked in a while.
It's a very powerful short rest.
Cloud kill.
That was
a very-
right.
Best hour ever.
Ooh, insect plague. What's an insect plague?
I mean, I'm not positive that's. Again, I'm kind of winging it with this. I don't have all the. I probably should have closed out at some point, which I will probably just do manually. But
Level 8 sorcerer. I get my abilities for improvement. Aha.
Gitgrat's muscles grew 3 sizes that hour.
yeah, Gikra, you get what?
Like a whole bunch of that brandy
SI and-
bulking up. It's like, you sure that's brandy?
Level 9 is awesome. Level 9 is one of those like super levels for everybody.
Yeah, I have to look it up when I
I'm in
get
the-
done.
5th
eight
level spells for Druid. Oof, level 8. Yeah, that's you're lagging a tiny bit, but still
Ooh,
pretty awesome.
Greater restoration.
There you go. That's
That would be the ultimate
Where's-
irony. Is you the only one who can cast a spell is you.
I had geese. I
Lol.
can't wait to have geese.
yeah. See, Gikra, Gikrok gets an ASI for level 8, and he gets level 3 spells now.
What's the ASI?
Ability score improvement or a feat.
I gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I get too, because I'm a level behind with 1 level rogue.
Yeah.
So what can I use that for?
Wait, guys, I gotta take off. It's getting late for me, so I
Yeah,
will
man,
level
ready.
before next time.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Brett.
Thanks,
Next
guys.
time, bud.
Nice talking to y'all. See you next week.
Keelan, you
Yeah,
bugging
see
out
you.
too? I'll answer that question in just a sec.
That's fine.
Calling you out for as well. Yeah, Colin bailed. Okay, so you can do one of 3 things. You can put 2 points into 1 ability.
Like
You can
strength,
put-
dexterity.
You can put
Gotcha.
1 point into 2 abilities,
Gotcha.
or you can take a feat. So you should
Gotcha.
probably spend a little time and do a little
Look-
thinking about it,
yeah.
because there's some pretty good feats. Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty solid feats that might really help. Indeed. Well, there you have it. Welcome to level 9. Congratulations, players. And what will happen next time with these 2 hill giants? How will they deal with them? And will they play their game? Tune into the next video to find out. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope you had some fun watching. We'll be back soon, so hope to see you at a table someday. And in the meantime, keep rolling 20s.